Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's go. You ready?
Who the Hell Knows podcast.
What is up, motherfuckers? This is the Who the Hell Knows podcast. Back again. It's January 3rd. Happy fucking New Year's, bitches.
Happy New
It's
Year.
the first podcast of the new year.
Of the new decade.
New decade. Fuck, that's crazy, dude. I'm here with my two... Oh, my name's Bubba. I always
Wally.
forget to introduce myself.
CHIKILEAN.
And we got motherfucking little cheeky motherfucking
Lean.
lean in the house. I know. I'm too extra with that shit. I know.
It's all good. I love it. I love it.
We're just fucking back here.
introduce me.
Everybody have a good ending to the year, or you guys do anything special?
No. Well,
We haven't really talked since Christmas Eve,
before
right?
Christmas.
Before Christmas,
Before
man.
Christmas.
How was that?
Christmas sucked for me.
It sucked.
Well, it
Yeah,
was
me
great.
too.
It was great, but
Oh, but you
he
were
was
sick though.
He was sick, and then I got
Oh, it transferred to you.
yeah,
He blew me and he got the sickness.
bro. You should have seen it, bro.
You got the AIDS.
I
I
got
should have seen you blow. Hey, it was the blow job of the
Dude.
millennium.
It was that gravy,
Hey,
man.
hey,
That shit's nasty.
Blow job of the decade, huh?
Nah, dude, I just feel bad. I was eating tamales with my family, and little by little, like I kept getting up and then getting some tissues, and that's when I knew I'm like, oh, shit sucks.
Getting sick.
And then it was all time to open presents around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, because you know I have little cousins, and it took an hour. So that whole hour, I got up like at least 4 or 5 times
To take a shit?
to blow my nose. It was horrible. And then I had to tell everybody, I gotta go. I gotta fucking go. So I took off.
Did you get anything good, though, from, like, Christmas
I got a
presents?
book and pajamas.
Nice.
Which,
So you're going to start reading in bed.
yes.
That's what's up.
Finally, dude. I don't like to read, bro, but I want to read because I want to be smart.
Yeah.
I don't like reading in regular sweats either. I like to be in pajamas.
But anyways, I was sick. It sucked. I had a fever. It lasted almost 2 days. But
You're
it
barely
didn't.
getting over it now, right? You're still coughing. a
Barely
little bit.
getting over it. Like I'm no runny nose, thank God. Yesterday was the last day of runny nose, but today it's coughing. It just sucks, man. Being sick sucks. I hate it.
Yep.
Like my boss, I had to text my boss before.
I thought you
on
said your
Christ-
balls. I was like, what? My balls. My balls.
No,
I
I
had
had
to text my balls, let them know.
I had to text my boss and let him know. I was like, hey man, I can't make it the next day because I feel horrible. Didn't show up the next day, and then he
do they appreciate that?
yeah, because
Because like
he
you're
calls
not
me.
bringing that shit in.
Yeah,
or are
he
they
cut-
like,
'cause-
we need you.
No, he calls me. He calls me and he tells me, "Hey, Caesar, how you feeling, bud?" He texts me at like around almost at 11 o'clock at night, and he goes, "I'm still feel like shit, man." Like,
I don't know.
and he goes, "Well, I think it's a good idea. It's up to you, but if you feel like you want to come, go for it. But I'm worried about you getting us sick." And I'm like, "Well, since you say that, let me take another day. How many sick days I have left?" So he goes, "Well, you got one left. Fuck it, use it." And I don't know, man. Trying to eat good soup. I asked this guy to bring me some soup, some meat from just a cup of noodle. You buy at the market. That helped a little bit. Then I had some shitty ass wonton soup. It's that Golden Chopsticks right here down the street where we live. Horrible, no flavor, tastes like shit. Walter said it looked like canned food. Like they just opened some cans of food. Like the mushrooms did not look like fresh. It looked like canned food, man.
Ugh.
So I had to throw that away. So I wasted $8. That sucked. But everything else is good, man. I'm ready for the new year. I haven't done
Well, you
jiu-jitsu.
fucking better be because it's here.
No, it is here.
We're in it.
Yeah, we're in it, dude. It's
It
the
feels-
third day, and we're. I don't know. I think it's fucking.
How was that
crazy,
rave?
dude? Everybody's oh, dude, it was awesome.
What rave? What's going on?
You went to a rave on New Year's, right?
Yeah, for New Year's Eve, I went to a rave.
Oh, nice.
And it was,
Where
it
at?
was pretty fucking badass.
Did you guys
San Bernardino?
Count out?
Count out?
Like
Countdown, yeah.
Countdown. My bad.
It's all good. I knew what you meant. I'm just focusing on this right now, so I'm like, count out. What the fuck? But yeah, it was fucking badass, dude. Honestly, it was my first rave with my wife, so that was fucking cool. She loved it. She had a blast, and I was a little worried about that. I got to be honest, because that doesn't seem like her scene, like. But you think about it, like it's just a bunch of people partying, having a good time. I didn't take no drugs. Nobody, she didn't take no drugs. Like there's a lot of people on drugs, but I think this time for sure proved to me that you don't have to take drugs to go to a festival and have fun. You know what I mean? Like I had a great time just drinking.
So drugs?
I mean, I got drunk before
we
went
always
in.
drugs.
Yeah, that's
alcohol's a drug.
Well, I'm talking about the drugs that could
joking.
fucking be cut with like fentanyl.
No,
and
I'm
shit,
joking.
You know
It's a joke. It's funny.
But yeah, it was fucking fun.
We were high.
I went with a few people. Yeah, we were. We rolled. Oh, I guess there was drugs. Yeah. Well, I was talking about like the drugs that I usually do at a rave. Like,
I know it's a joke.
But needless to say, we were there in the crowd, big ass crowd, and people were fucking.
How is that?
People
dude?
are fucking falling out and shit, like passing out, like.
You don't have any fears when you're in big crowds anymore, or like you don't think about stuff like that.
I'm just worried about someone trying to fuck with somebody I'm with. You know
Like
what I mean?
mess with them or something.
Yeah, because sometimes people are shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of times people are shit.
I mean,
what do you mean?
Mostly everybody there is cool.
What do you mean though?
Everybody's there for the same thing. They paid to be there. They're not trying to fuck it up and get kicked out. You know what I mean?
But there's people that do cross the line.
Yeah, all the time, everywhere, dude.
No way.
It's just like
at
a
a rave,
dude. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean by cross the line though?
When I make cross the line, they know their limit drinking or start shit.
Oh, dude, there's people.
That's everywhere.
Hey, think of this, dude. There's people
I
drinking,
can't
and you know
see
how
it at
people,
rave,
you know how
though, man.
people get when they're drinking, right? And then you add a bunch of other fucking random shit to that. Who knows what it is? Cocaine, fucking.
A lot of people are on uppers, right?
Yeah,
Cocaine.
ecstasy is big, and like when you're on ecstasy, like that's kind of an upper. You're like, whoa, it's like a party drug. Like you're like.
They cut that
"Let's go."
stuff right with like amphetamines and shit
That's
too.
the
I hear.
thing. That's why I stopped fucking with that shit, dude. Because like it's scary, dude. That's how a lot of people were dying. Like Mac Miller died from that shit.
How the crowd?
Michael Jackson.
The crowd is it very young? Like is it everybody's on their mid-20s?
Dude, I've seen old people at a rave.
Like 40s.
Yeah, I've seen like gray. Like some old grandpa trying to fuck the little white girls, probably. Like
How was this? Was this on New Year's Eve?
that was at EDC. Like,
No.
At EDC,
This
you see everybody.
This last rave that you just went to.
Oh yeah, that was New Year's Eve. It was called Countdown.
Nice.
So-
It was just one day.
Yeah. It used to be 2 days, but yeah, it's one now. And
What time does that thing end? Like about
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
no, 2 in the morning. We're still in California, so like
and everyone's gone by that time. You like
dude, people were gone when we got there at 7.
really?
When I got in there, we didn't get in till like 7,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking people were fucking gone, dude.
What do you mean? Like just leaving, going home?
No, like fucking
Like,
not there anymore.
Out of it, so
Oh.
much.
Some
drugs.
people were good. There's a lot of people that are good. There's just some people that they fuck up. They did too much. You know what I mean? And they gotta like write it out now.
Should I go to a rave?
Dude,
Do you see myself
recommend-
going to?
I recommend everybody go to a rave, just because you never know if you'll like it.
It's an experience too.
Oof.
That's
Wow.
the thing. People have this view of raves being just people on drugs everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's a good place to do psychedelics and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you take Molly or ecstasy, you're gonna have a good fucking time. But that's what people misconstrue it as. They're like, oh, it's a rave. It's just a bunch of people drugged out, tripping on the music and the lights and shit. And it's like,
For the
it's
most
more
part-
than that. It's more
Hey,
than
do
that.
they have is that true? Do they have like a chill place where other people, when people are really, really fucked up, whatever they take, and then they have a place where they can go and chill with
Yeah.
cops knowing.
Yeah, dude, the cops are there. They
one of
know.
my coworkers said that he went to a rave with his lady and his lady's friend. She took a drug, really fucked up. She was paranoid. She was really paranoid with all the lights and everything. So she had to go sit down at this where they had bean bags and everything, where people are freaking out.
Yep.
And my coworker said that there was a guy just sitting down like this. Just the whole time, it's like really with his eyes open and like without aims.
His eyes open, his dick out.
I've seen people like
But he
leaning
was
up
saying-
against poles, like barely like you could see it in their eyes that they're
like that, like looking like the Undertaker.
Yeah, dude. Like this the first guy my girl saw like fucking pass out. We had to like fan him and shit. You just
Jesus.
sometimes it's too much. Like if you're on a good one, like sometimes all the lights and all the music and everything is too much. So you just like you kind of like close your eyes, kneel down, you know, like don't look at it anymore. You just got to focus on your breathing and shit. Like sometimes it's too much, you know, especially like when you're doing acid and shit like that, because you're like, fuck, dude, I'm tripping hard. And then you're like, fuck, how long is it going to take? And you start fixating on that. And you're like, fuck, dude, it's going to be like 8 more hours like this. I don't think I can handle that. And you start freaking out, you know? And
That's like an out-of-body experience kind of, huh?
Yeah. But my friend did it at this one. And she said she had a fucking blast.
You think
dude.
shrooms
Like,
is
she was
a
in
bad
the front
idea?
row and everything. Like,
You think shrooms is a bad idea?
how long does that shit last?
About
6
8
to
hours.
7 hours.
You should take it really early if you're going to do it.
Your
Well,
friend
like
did
It's like
what?
you got to get home.
A small dose, right?
Your friend did what on this
Um,
Molly?
what's the correct word for it?
MDMA?
LSD? Acid, right?
Acid?
That's what LSD is, right?
And great time.
She said she had a blast, dude.
That's
Both
awesome.
of them. Her friend, too, did it.
Dude, I'm just curious to see what that's like.
Didn't you went to go see Tiesto?
No, I mean, I said doing acid.
Probably a trip, dude. I've never done it, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I don't know. There's a time and a place, I guess. You know, a lot of people say do it in nature.
Some people
This
say
is the drug cast, motherfuckers, though. But no, just do it with people that care about you. Don't do it with somebody that's just gonna ditch you when you
is
start
acid
freaking out.
same effects? Like
I don't
same-
know. I've never done it. I've only done shrooms.
And you like that, huh?
Shrooms was a long time ago, dude. Like
When you
I did like it.
when you became brick, right? You said you became like the
Yeah,
brick.
like when I was walking through the house, I felt like I could fucking break the wall if I. Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird feeling, but
It makes me free. I know it sounds weird.
maybe that's what I was feeling. I was like, oh, I could do anything right now.
I could do anything.
I'll
yeah.
knock the foundations out this house,
Dude.
bitch. Like,
I liked it because I talk very slow.
Can you imagine?
what if you weren't talking slow at all? You're just. He's
Not
like-
that slow. Like not,
he's
I wasn't
he's
speaking.
talking fast as fuck. You know what I mean?
I wasn't speaking so fast. I was speaking like I didn't stutter.
Like, Caesar, are
dude.
you on drugs, man?
Bro, I'm
Them
telling you,
some
dude.
drugs.
I'm telling you, dude. When I was on shrooms, I didn't stutter.
I spoke English.
Perfect English, man.
When
You should have seen
fine
it.
fellas have a lighter.
I don't.
I do. It's in my room.
All right. Well, that. I always have mine, but I, for some reason, left it in my truck.
Well, maybe, dude, for sure, the people, like, some of the people that invented, like, X-Men, it's like, that person probably was on shrooms or acid or something, because, like, how do you come up with all these, you know, mutant powers and things?
Yeah.
All these ideas are like, oh, I saw it once on a trip.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
Fucking bitch. man.
Earthquake alert, dude. But, yeah, you know,
Go sit over there. Go.
I think it depends on the person and their experience. Hey, come here, Patty. She freaked out. Sorry about that. But yeah, it varies on the person.
He's back.
Sorry about that, people. One of these.
That's all right, motherfuckers. I knew she was going to do that. I just got to get like a
Oof. Go.
better tripod.
No.
We're trying something new with the video, guys. Let us know what you think, bitch. I mean, friends. I always saying bitch. Fuck, man.
You never seen a fight at a rave?
Oh, yeah.
No, really?
Fuck yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, honestly, sometimes it's just like a metal show. You know, like every once in a while some shit goes down and they have like a mosh pit. And then people are fighting in the mosh pit and shit. And like,
oh, really?
sometimes it gets too heated or, you know.
Damn.
So a lot of people are on drugs. You know, a lot of people, there's some guys out there that just go to touch bitches.
Oh, so there's creeps.
Yeah. And the girls are wearing like almost nothing. You know what I mean? My wife was wearing a net shirt with weed leaf pasties that glowed in the dark. You know what I mean? A lot of girls, it was cold as fuck. So they advised against not going naked. But there was a lot of people that went in thongs. There was a guy in a thong, dude. You know that thong from Borat? It's like a leotard thong. There was a guy running around with that shit. It was fucking funny, dude. Yeah, dude, you can wear whatever you want, dude. I was thinking about wearing like a onesie with a thong on the outside. Like maybe a nude onesie or something. I don't know how I was going to do it, but just because you can. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You know?
Oh, God.
But
And it was,
I don't want to get
so
much
fucking
attention,
cold,
you know?
huh? It was really cold, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, the thing is, dude, they were like, oh, it's going to be like 40 degrees at 2 a.m. You know
But
what I mean?
people are sweating and people are
that's
close
the
together.
thing. You go into the crowd and you're fine. You know what I mean? The only time you need to worry about is when you're walking back out to the car, you know? But other than that, it was good, dude. Like I was perfect. I wore sweats and then,
So everyone's still naked?
yeah, a lot of people were naked.
That's
Dude, it was
awesome.
funny. I saw this guy try. A lot of people lift their, because there's a lot of short girls. A lot of guys try to lift them up onto their shoulders. This guy ate shit, motherfucker, tried to lift this girl up, and then he did it again and almost ate shit again. And she's like, "Nuh-uh, no!" Like,
What happened? I want to know.
he just tried to lift her up on his shoulders. So he went down, put his head between her legs, tried to lift her, and he went forward and he ate shit, motherfucker. Like, boom, face first, and then he got back up and he was trying to do it again, and she was like, "Nuh-uh, fuck."
And you laughed?
Yeah. I was talking to my girl, like, did you fucking see that? Oh my God. It was funny. It was more funny to me because she wasn't even that big, dude. I could have, like, picked her up on my arm probably. Like, it was funny, dude. But yeah, I had a great time on New Year's. I had a good time on Christmas. It was a great holidays for once. You know what I mean?
Dude, our New Year's, we fucking passed out.
Yeah.
Like,
I've done that before.
I was
yeah.
sick, dude. Like, I wasn't really feeling it. So I was like, you were like, hey, dude, should we get a bottle of Crown Royal? We got hooked up on Crown Royal, just letting you know. I never had it as much.
So that's Canadian whiskey, right?
Yes, sir. And we got it for Christmas for me and him from his brother's girlfriend or wife, future wife. And
Congrats to them.
he asked me, hey, you want to get a small bottle? Just, a couple of shots and pass out. I'm like, dude, I'm down. Took that shit. Started to feel it. It was great. Smooth. Passed out around 10. And I woke up at 12:15. That's when I start hearing a guy running his engine. Like, rum, 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 rum. Just, our neighbors were being a little bit loud. They put Mexican music. Arriba! Like, just...
Arriba!
I don't know.
Were they shooting guns and shit? Or?
Something. You hear kids.
I heard there was a lot of gunshots by my house.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
But
I don't like, I hope it doesn't come down and fucking.
Can it? It could do that, right?
Yeah.
The bullet could come down and kill somebody?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they come down, right?
Yeah, what goes up comes down. That's the thing, dude. You see it in like, the most I've ever seen it was like in Mexico when like somebody gets married, everybody's shooting. You know what I mean? They all have like pistols and they're like, bah, 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 bah. And then they reload and fucking do it again. Bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, dude, where are all those bullets going, dude? Like,
Or the AK-47s?
yeah, fuck yeah, they all come down, dude. They say the 22 caliber is the most dangerous rifle in the world because the bullet travels so far. It could go like 2 miles without stopping. Like if it's
Up in the air?
if you shoot it straight, it'll go 2 miles before it loses.
It hits something.
Yeah, unless it hits something. So that's why they're so dangerous, dude. Because people.
Damn, 2 miles?
Yeah, that's why whenever you're shooting a gun, assuming you're not like shooting at somebody, like you want to make sure you have a good backstop. You know what I mean?
How fucking cool are guns, man? If you really think about them.
They're pretty cool, and I think we're gonna fucking need them.
Did you see
Pretty soon? There's a lot of shit going on. Now
Yeah,
at the
there was
beginning of the
another.
year.
There was. Did you guys see that video? There was a good. There was there was gonna be a shooting inside of a church, and there was people already all prepared. Like one of the church people had guns in Texas.
Nice.
I mean, I know Texas people could carry guns, but I mean, in church,
They're
I mean,
everywhere.
it's crazy because you see the person open. What does that say? Open. I was gonna say open arms, but open fire, like he was
Yeah.
about to, and you see 3 people just got up. Put your hands up. I'm like, oh shit.
What were you gonna say? Something's happening. What's going on?
Oh, just stuff I've been hearing and reading and seeing all over the internet and all that shit. You know, apparently,
War.
yeah, we could be going to war, possibly. You know what I mean? Obviously, Congress would have to vote for that. for
Haven't
us
we
to-
like been in
or-
war?
Supposedly, yeah, but
What happened? Did Donald Trump finally killed a leader over there in Iran?
there was a major general from Iran or something, and he fucking got bombed. And there, you know, apparently he had intel on like, he had good intel, and he was planning some kind of attacks on the United States embassy and blah blah blah. So Donald Trump sent a drone and fucking killed him. And now I guess Iran is fucking super pissed off, like all the people in Iran, because this guy supposedly helped defeat ISIS in Iran. So, yeah, they're looking at it. I guess the leader of Iran is saying that they're going to use, what was the word he used? Forceful action or something like that against the United States. So, there's no like declaration of war right now. For the United States to go to war, Congress would have to vote for us to go to war, or another country would have to declare war on the United States.
Or what if we get attacked?
That's obviously a direct, yeah, Congress would probably be like, let's go to war, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people that are against going to war, but there's a lot of people that are like, dude, if you guys attack us, you know, because we can't just let that go. Like, yeah, come and attack the United States. We might not do anything. Like, no, we have to fucking do something.
I heard Trump talking about this, and it was weird hearing him talk about like we went in there and took out the enemy.
He said we terminated him.
Yeah, the way he talked, like
It was like
it's
it was
weird
planned
hearing
out?
him.
Like you feel like it was planned out.
No, it felt like unreal, you know, like Donald Trump talking like military thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy, but like
I think it's weird that we can have somebody in charge of the United States military as a whole, and they've never even served in the military. They don't know what war is. They don't know what you're giving up when you go overseas. And you know what I mean? Like, they don't know whenever they give an order to go fucking send some troops in to go do whatever, those troops can die. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know what it's like to lose brothers and friends that you know, trained with.
Yeah.
And fucking, you know. I feel like that's important. I feel like that should be important. If you look at like the past presidents, like before recently, pretty much before like maybe the 70s and 80s, they were all in the military. Like, I think all the way up until like the 90s, maybe. Was Clinton in the military? No, huh?
I don't know.
I
Dude, that's
think
crazy.
I think George W. Bush was the last president that served in the fucking military. And I fucking feel like that should be a requirement, dude, because you're sending people to war possibly. You should know what that entails, so you're not just pushing that button whenever something little happens. You know what I mean? You know, you can weigh it out more. You know?
You think there's still gonna be war though, like there was before? Or
There
no?
could be. If you think about it, World War I was started because we killed Archduke Franz Ferdinand from, what was it, Austria or something like that, or Germany? No, it was Germany. And supposedly they were saying he was a terrorist.
But I mean,
you know
like
what
with technology now, you think it'll be the same, or like it's so many?
there's
men?
gonna be a cyber war.
Or
dude.
exactly, or is it gonna be drones mostly?
Oh yeah,
and
it's
shit
gonna
like
be
that?
a lot of cyber war.
Like,
a
can
lot
they
of
attack
drones.
us? Are we in danger here and wherever we live in California?
If we
Like-
are, they're not gonna tell us.
Well,
that.
yeah, obviously, but like, you think about that because like California is a big state, right? Like, could we be sleeping and
Not
just
really.
die in our
Isn't it
sleep?
Texas?
Honestly, we're relying on
Our military.
good technology.
All right.
Yeah, we're relying on technology. That's it. Yeah, missile defense systems. That's what we're relying on because all most missiles nowadays, ballistic missiles, they fucking shoot up into the like nuclear warheads. They shoot out of the atmosphere into space, and then they pinpoint where they're gonna go, and then they fucking come back from space. So we have. I was reading up on this because I thought it was interesting. The defense systems that we have for missiles. And there's like 3 different stages where they can hit the missile, and like depending on what stage they use, it's the hardest. You know what I mean? Like it gets harder and harder. So like if they're trying to get them, I don't know. It's fucking complicated as fuck, dude. Like, but that's pretty much what we're relying on. We're relying on radar. We're relying on intel. We're relying on fucking technology to tell us where this fucking missile's coming from and where it's headed, and you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna tell us that. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of fucking shit going online that people. I'm not an expert in this shit, dude, but I just imagine like they're gonna have they're gonna try to divide us. You know what I mean? Which could be what's happening right now. Mm-hmm. Because the United States, people in the United States are so divided, especially now that President Trump did this. Because the people that love Trump are like, "Fuck yeah, this is like the." I've even seen some people that are like. They don't even agree with Trump at all, but they're like, this is probably the best thing he's ever done, you know? Like
killing that guy?
Yeah, because...
So he was a bad guy.
That's what everybody's saying. You know what I mean? They said a lot of people were bad guys. If they want somebody dead, they're gonna make a mockery of him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just want to know, like...
Is it true?
Who was this? Yeah, who was this guy? Because I heard the name and everything, like... But they're saying he was like a group of like a terrorist. Man. Well, shout out to Donald Trump. It's good to be an American.
Let's smoke a blunt to this. All I know is if there is a world war that starts,
we're too old to fight.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Neither am I then, huh?
You're not a citizen, are you?
No.
So you didn't register in the draft?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to be a citizen.
No.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
They'll kill everybody, dog. Good.
Hey, we want all of them.
How old are we? I mean, how old do you? What's the limit?
35.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a cool way to die, huh? In the world of 2021, Wally.
Hey, we were all just living, smoking weed, chilling, and then all of a sudden, they were like, "You're going to war," and we were like, "No," and then we became killing machines, and then we re-enlisted after the war was over because war is in our brain now, and we've been rewired to kill people, and we're addicted to it, and nobody else in the outside world will understand. So we want to go back and be with our brothers who understand.
Is this
brothers
like
and sisters?
This is like a 3-part movie.
There's a lot of people like that, dude. A lot of people who've seen war, and now they're like, I can't go back to civilian life. But yeah, dude. Hopefully, I just think it's weird, dude. Because like, how did it happen back in the day when there was a draft? You didn't have enough people in the military because they're all dying, and then nobody wants to enlist voluntarily, so you have to come up with a draft. And I think they do it by your birthday.
I was under the impression that back in the day, people wanted to go to war. People were trying to enlist, even if they were underage.
No, there's a lot of people, even now. Especially now that this shit happened with Iran, they're like, dude, we're gonna need people. I'm going. You know what I mean? When Vietnam happened, there was people enlisting. But it's just not enough. More people are dying than are voluntarily going into the military. That's why they have a draft. There's a lot of people that are like, dude, I'm going to fight for my country. You know what I mean? I feel like that, but I'm like, if they come here, of course I'm fighting for my country. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go fight some war. I don't even know what it's really about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think it's, okay, so they do it by your birthday, and then you get on a bus or something, or a paddy wagon. How do they do it? And then they take you to this training camp, and you go to boot camp, right? And say you're in boot camp and you just can't cut it. What do? They force you to finish boot camp so you can go to war? Or they're like, this guy sucks, get him out of here? Or what do they do? Because I honestly can't picture anybody in the United States right now going through that shit that they went through back in World War II. Because there's a lot of tough people out there, dude. But honestly, I feel like the amount of tough people in the United States have went down since those times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're weak. We're soft.
Think of your grandparents, or your grandpa. You know what I mean? When he was younger, what was he doing? You know what I mean?
My grandpa?
He was probably a badass, right?
No, not
I feel like a lot of people back then were fucking. All I know, my fucking. I'm not saying they were good people because I don't fucking know. But when I think of my grandpa, I think of a guy who fucking.
KKK?
No. I mean, he might have had a little racism in him.
Yeah, we all do.
know?
I do.
But he wasn't like putting hoods on and lynching people and shit. But yeah, you totally fucking took me off topic. I don't know. I just can't picture anybody nowadays that I meet, especially young people.
We're all soft.
Yeah, I just can't picture them because back in the day, I'm all hogging this blood. My bad. Back in the day, they used to be able to beat your ass. Like drill sergeants and shit, they were allowed to put hands on you.
And that's a good thing?
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I feel like they're really getting you ready for somebody who doesn't give a fuck about your life and is trying to take it from you. You know what I mean? The enemy doesn't give a fuck. War is war. You know what I mean? They're not going to be like, oh, my drill sergeant put hands on me. No, like, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, at least I know what it's like to have hands put on me, or I don't know. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But now they're not allowed to because, somebody obviously fucking sued or whatever. But, yeah, we might be going to war, guys.
I don't think it'll get to that extreme. I would hope not. It's 2020. I feel like there'd be a lot of drones doing the fighting or something. I don't know. If it really goes down to, like, people against people, we have a lot of people.
Yeah.
We should start sending all the people in prison. If it's going to be, like, easy like that where they're just going to die.
I feel like everybody who's for it should be like, yeah, I'm going to go. But I feel like everybody that's for it is like, I'm just going to go to work and then come home and drink some wine.
Who would we be going to war with? Iran?
That's the thing, dude. Like, Iran's a little country.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're ranked 14th military power in the whole world. Out of how many fucking countries?
Who's ranking this shit?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think they go by, like, war power, like the vehicles, the personnel, helicopters, drones, all the shit they have, they put it together and they rank it up. And there's a lot of shit that the United States has a lot of fucking.
Are we number one?
Stuff. Yeah.
Well, then there we go.
But China is like,
we're afraid of 14?
Actually, China might be number one.
Everybody have a good New Year's besides, sleeping and stuff. Like, any good resolutions or anything like that? Any plans, any goals that you guys have set for this year?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
You wrote that shit down? Do you want to share any of it?
No, not really.
Hopefully you push through.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it that much. I don't want other people to know.
Oh, because if you fail, you don't want other people judging you?
Not even that. Just, yeah, that too. But, like, no, I want to prove everybody wrong.
I want to...
This was said. No, but I want to prove everybody wrong. What the
fuck does that mean? It means, like, I can do it. If I tell you what
this fool said, no, I'm not gonna tell you because I'm gonna prove everybody wrong, even though nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, it doesn't make any sense because yeah. Well, I don't have to say shit.
Just don't be angry, dude.
I didn't. I wasn't angry.
You're gonna have good shit going.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So, does it have something to do with, like, jiu-jitsu or something? Or?
That and then other things, like, fuck, I'll tell you one thing for sure.
Dude, as long as you're setting goals.
Yeah, well, goals for me 2020 is... I don't know, have my shit together. I mean, that's... what can I say? I mean, there's a lot of things that I need to fix, but basically, that's, get my shit together. Have it good. Trying to have it better than everybody else. That's my mentality. Just if I see somebody that I know not doing well, but they chose to go to that wrong path. I was like, all right, fine, cool, do what you got to do.
You're an attention.
Like,
give him an
everybody,
inch, he takes a fucking mile.
Dude, everybody, I don't know. I feel like everybody is having kids, getting married,
Yeah.
and I feel like nobody has to do that. Like, I don't know. I told one of my coworkers, he's like, dude, there's a lot of shit to do, man. Like, because a customer, you know what he told me right in front of his wife? Right after New Year's. It was on Thursday. He kind of told his wife, like, no, you have kids, Caesar? And I'm like, no, sir. You married? No, sir. Good. Don't have kids. Don't get married. And right in front of his, And I didn't say anything. And I'm like, yeah. I started laughing. Like, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Like,
that's just a guy that hasn't really had a lot of women.
But half of my life, I heard at least 10 guys say that. At least 10 guys who's like, don't get married. And they're miserable. My grandpa said it before. My grandpa, I remember when I used to live with them 4 years ago. No, 5 years ago. Damn.
I'm a newlywed. You can't really listen to me. You know what I mean? But
from experience from like my grandpa, like my grandma was being nice, but like it was like kill them with kindness kind of a thing. And like, oh, I need something right now. And grandpa was frustrated because he wants to watch his television. And
that's usually what it is, right? It's
yeah. So
fuck, I gotta do that.
I gotta do that now. And he looks at me and goes, Cesar, no te cases. Don't get married. Porque later on, te van a estar dude, I never heard him cuss before. Like, a rato te van a estar chingando. Like, they're gonna keep bitching and complaining about. And my grandma was just quiet, washing dishes. And I'm like, dang, grandma, you got.
But she's keeping him in check, though.
It's just weird. It's weird shit. It's weird.
Like, if he had it his way, whatever the fuck she was talking about wouldn't get done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, was it important or?
It was silly.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just one of those silly moments. Like,
yeah, I hear a lot of people say that. I think it's just you're with somebody for a long time, and I don't know what it is. Like,
with time,
I feel like it's just somebody who got like sucked into it. Usually, you know what I mean, or like somebody that was like, "All right, fuck, I got her pregnant. I should marry her," or you know what I mean, or their parents are forcing, or you know what I mean. Like, I feel like most of the time that's what it is. Like,
dude, I know it. He wasn't my friend, but I knew him from middle school. But dude, I remember he had 3 kids already.
Yeah.
At the age of 16.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
He started when he was 13 or something.
He started right after middle school. Right after middle school.
His whole life's been the family man. That's all it's been.
He had
the
no
husband,
childhood.
the husband, and the fucking he had no like young years where you're out partying and fucking
but it was
learning things you like and meeting girls that and finding out how different women are and what you like and what you don't like from that and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people that just got sucked into a marriage felt some kind of pressure. You know what I mean? I feel like those are the ones that eventually are gonna be fucking miserable at the end. You know? But like I said, I'm a newlywed, and I like to think that my marriage is gonna work. But you never know. You know what I mean? I have faith. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I did this voluntarily. You know what I mean? I didn't feel any pressure from anybody, not even her. You know what I mean? She was actually surprised when I fucking said it. But yeah, it's like,
I don't know. I noticed that.
you know what? I don't know, man. I feel like those people that say that shit, that like, oh, don't get married, don't get married. I feel like they secretly would fall apart if their wife wasn't around. You know what I mean? Like, I look at my dad says that shit my whole life. Don't ever get married, son, blah, 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 you know? My whole life. But, like, when my mom's gone, that motherfucker's, like, falling apart slowly, like.
I was going to tell you.
It's kind of sad, but it kind of gives me hope, though. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker really does love her, you know what I mean? But she gets annoying, you know? She's put him through a lot. But at the end of the day, he probably can't picture his life without her.
Yeah.
There you go, sir.
You get used to people too, you know?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. And we covered a lot of shit on this fucking New Year's episode, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, man. There was a lot of things I wanted to talk about.
What else you want to talk about?
Being sick, drinking
Sick.
soup.
Like, all right, fuck it. You want to know my fucking New Year's resolution is quit drinking. Trying to do it for this year.
Like,
Just
quit forever.
not quit forever. I shouldn't say that. Like, try to stop drinking this whole year. I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, I'm a failure. I'm a loser.
Why not? Why not just have one like once a month?
I want to, but like,
Or like one weekend out of the month. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to like give it like unless you have a problem.
I don't have a problem. It just,
You like to drink.
yeah. It's just right after work. I like to drink. I'm not an alcoholic. It's not like I wake up and have a beer.
Yeah.
No, because
You just like to take the edge off when you get home.
Exactly. Just chill. Have a
Like
nice.
you're not doing anything. Why not have a buzz? You know.
Yeah. But
I like that. Hey, you're not doing nothing.
like
that.
I don't know. Probably later. We'll get a beer. I don't know. Who knows?
I'm always just like, what if I have to do something? I don't want to be drunk.
Like I like to drink.
Fuck,
I like to
okay, though.
drink. I finally did it. I like to drink and do my oil change.
Oh wow.
This fool's trying to kill himself.
No, just have one beer. You know.
No, yeah.
Just have one beer.
After
No, drinking and working on cars is fun. I do that shit like that.
But doing that,
But when you're like going under it and stuff, be careful. You know?
dude. This is big crazy
Oh, you
shit.
could drink.
I'm gonna
in the car. You like pour it on yourself.
I'm good.
I'm good. I got a text today from my coach, my jiu-jitsu coach.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he kind of sent me an email saying, "Oh, we haven't seen you in a while. It's been like almost like since December 19th or December 20th." And I kind of told him straight out, "Listen, man, those days I had to work and I couldn't. But to be honest with you, the reason I haven't showed up in 2 weeks is because I'm sick. I remember Christmas and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I had a fever." And just, dude, right after that, just coughing and runny nose. What's happening? I apologize. I'll see you guys on Monday. Cool. So what I'm trying to say is my New Year's resolution for jiu-jitsu is trying to go every day, show up 4 times, 5 times a week. Trying to show up. That'll be my class. That'll be like me going to school. Drinking, working out, trying to fix my diet, like trying to stay away from the sweets. Every time when I get meals, I always get a bag of M&Ms or Hershey's, or sometimes
You like a little dessert.
I like dessert. I could be a fat fuck, dude. I could be a fat fuck. I could eat like a fat fuck.
Yeah.
Like
I love that fat fuck.
Didn't you used to be fat before you
Chubby.
started going to the gym?
chubby. I used to be chubby, not fat but chubby. I remember friends, couple girls. I'll tell you a quick PE story. A girl told me
A quick what?
a quick story
PE
from high
story?
school. PE.
Oh, PE.
PE.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's all
I'm a little high now.
I thought it was like a saying or something. Maybe.
No.
Like a P, like a small
A
story.
pea story.
No, a girl.
Pee story.
I was running.
Same story.
I was running in a girl.
Hard?
No, we were running around the basketball court. You know how we had to do those 2 laps, and that girl goes, "You're fat," and I'm like, "What? Like, you fat? You have a tummy?" And that kind of hurt. I'm
Was
like,
she ugly?
No. Well, for me, no, because she had a fat ass. Yeah, she had a nice body. I'm not saying she was one of those special ed classes, but she was one of those students that kind of were in.
Oh, she had like some. What was that shit called?
Like they look normal, but they're not.
They look
They're just a
normal,
little slow.
but they're not.
They're normal. They're normal, but they're not in a class like full of students like really bad. Like actually, she was just normal like us, but like something was wrong with her. Like you could just tell because the class was short.
like sheltered classes.
Because
Nah.
the class was short.
There was only like 12 students. But anyways, I remember I was jogging. As soon as we line up, we sat down in the grass. My PE teacher was Mr. X. Mr. X goes, "All right, you guys line up." And then from behind, and that's when I hear she goes, "Caesar, you're fat. Caesar, you're fat." And I'm like, "What? No, I'm not." "Yeah, you are." Look at you. Don't try to suck it in. And I'm
what
like,
a piece of shit little bitch.
Yeah, so I did sucked it in, and that's when I started to work out. But even my mom has told me, sube la panza. Like, oh my God, mijo, sube la panza. It looks like you're having a baby. Like, she told me that before.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So now I'm not saying I don't have a six pack, but like I don't have the same tummy I had before. You know what I mean? It wasn't like around. So I lost it. Like, you know how I knew I lost weight? Because when I put my hand under my gut, the gut will cover my whole hand. And now once I put my hand...
So you look like me, but smaller.
Yeah.
That's pretty much... Yeah, dude, because I'm not fat, but I'm chubby or whatever. I think I'm fat. But
Caesar, you weren't fat. You just had a little tummy.
A tummy, yeah.
But your arms weren't fat.
Because people at work tell me the same shit you're just saying. That, oh, you look like
Sube la panza?
Were you pregnant or what? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, man. I'm fat. You gotta like... that's one of my plans this year is to fucking slow down on the eating.
Baja la panza?
That's one of my New Year resolution. The second one is...
Whoa, I thought you said the N-word.
No, that's the New Year's resolution. And what did you think I said?
That's my N-word resolution.
Oh, no. This is my second, whatever. Do my best at work. Do my best at work. Do my best at work. Do the best.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. On everything. On everything, including our house. Do we have to pay rent next month? Because half our house looks like shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to pay rent, dude. I think for me this year, I'm just gonna tell people basically fuck off. Finally, like, I'm gonna finally stand up for myself and just kind of tell people the truth. I don't know, dude, because I want to, dude. I always hold it in. I always have to keep my mouth shut most of the time. And I don't know, man. I do want to stand up for myself most part on everything. And I don't know, fix myself, better myself. That's one of the reasons. But yeah, just to better myself. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. I'm going to turn 30. It's not a big deal, but people, by the time they're 33, I know people, they're 33, 34, they have gray hair. And
I'm starting to get gray hair, so.
No, but I mean, like, really bad. Like, they're okay. These fuckers are like stressful or something's going on. Because I know people that they're 36, 37, they still have good natural hair, like black or brown hair. I'm like, oh, something's going on, man. It all depends the way the person eats, drinks, the way they look. And I'm starting to notice today, no, actually before New Year's, I had to tell this guy, nothing gay, but I kind of told him, hey, bro, you look good, bro. You lost a lot of weight. And he goes, yes, sir. I lost 60 pounds. I'm like, Jesus. And he used to be all swelled up, like, you know, walking sideways. And, yeah, all he did is fasting.
Oh, intermittent fasting.
Yeah, he did it.
That's funny you said that. I was looking into that. And I
what was that? It died?
Oh, the fucking... Fuck, I forgot something. All right, well, that's cool.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I was looking into that shit. Damn, my bad, guys. I fucking forgot to empty the memory card. Anyways, yeah, intermittent fasting.
Wait, we can still put this on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
This
is going good.
Oh, okay.
It's just the fucking GoPro died.
Oh.
I mean, it didn't die, but it ran out of space. Anyways, fucking, it's where you... I was reading about it, dude. Like, apparently it's... Because humans are able to go for like three weeks without eating, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not supposed to be... Like, we're supposed to starve every once in a while. You
All right, cool. So we're not going to eat till next podcast.
No, hold on.
So it's pretty much, there's different ways to intermittent fast, but what I tried it this week, and it, you know, I'm not saying I lost any weight, but I was just trying to get used to it, you know what I mean? And
was it hard?
The one that I was doing is the most common one that people use because it's like the easiest to follow. And you go from, you just choose a window. It's like a 16-8, so there's 16 hours with no eating, and then 8 hours of eating whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like less calories and shit like that.
Hmm.
But it also releases certain like certain hormones in your body because animals in the wild when they can't find food they go into like starvation mode. You know what I mean? And it releases certain hormones and shit like that. But anyways, long story short, I'm gonna try it out. I've heard a lot of people. I'm gonna try with like doing some working out.
I'm gonna do it too. I'm not gonna eat till next time on the podcast.
There's other ways to do it though. The one way is to go like a whole day without eating.
I'm gonna go
So
3
like,
days.
You eat at dinner and then you don't eat again until dinner. At the same time.
3 days, yeah. Today's Friday. We'll be back Monday, hopefully. So,
Are you
yeah.
gonna join the gym? Or you were being for real?
Yeah, I joined it
Let's
already.
join.
I already
Is that your
went twice.
resolution?
What?
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
So
I went
you
already
went?
twice. I went this morning.
What
once.
gym?
All right,
You
here,
just-
LA Fitness.
He's just full of shit right
No,
now.
dude, I already went twice. I promise. I went in the sauna for half an hour and I stretched.
Oh god.
And then the first day I did a 30-minute cowbell workout. It was cool, dude. With Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah, she's my instructor.
That's why I know you're lying.
But yeah, we'll be back next week. In 3 days, I won't be eating for 3 days. Hopefully, I'll lose like 10 pounds in 3 days. So
Well, you should try to work out or something. I don't know.
yeah, at the LA Fitness.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend going more than one day. I'm a health fitness guru.
Do
And,
you?
Yeah, you start to lose muscle mass.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll be tracking our progress every week.
let
see how we're doing.
motherfuckers know.
Well, in a couple
Hey,
weeks,
accidents happen. How do you think the kids got here?
in a couple weeks, we're gonna have Caesar try and choke someone live on the podcast to see how much he's progressed in jiu-jitsu.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
You should
Alright.
choke a baby panda.
yeah. I'll dress
You
up
get
as
choked
a
out by a
panda.
baby panda.
I'm not a little nervous.
About
I've
what,
been
black people.
black people.
They make me nervous. Yeah.
Nah, just staring at people, like figure out like what happens if this fool wants to fight me. What I have to do? Like shoot, grab his legs and like drop him.
Punch him in the
Like,
throat.
I'm doing that lately.
Punching people in the
Like
throat?
especially one of my coworkers. I'm not gonna say his name, but damn, that like you could tell that fool's cocky.
You got to be fast though. If they see it coming, they're gonna try to punch you in the throat.
Yeah,
But
or
that's
knee
because-
you or kick you. Or something.
They're
Yeah,
like, oh, he's playing dirty.
that's what I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Just get
what
a
not to-
gun.
No, I'm a good person.
Hey, I've seen somebody do that. They just pull it out and then the person left. You know what I mean?
He's like,
They don't want to fuck with that. They're like, oh, this is serious. That's why,
Hey, this is
that's
a
why
joke.
Instagram is such a problem.
I'm just
dude.
joking.
There's a lot of videos like that.
You can't do that on Instagram. You can't, like, when someone's talking shit or whatever, fucking just bust out your gun. And,
Yeah.
like,
All right, guys, I'm hungry.
oh, yeah,
Oh,
we gotta
man.
go. It's fucking food time, bitch.
We'll be back next week.
Food boner. Yeah, yeah.
Boners. to
Food boner.
Happy 2020.
Hell yeah, dude.
Happy
Merry,
2020.
Merry New Year. Hey, fun fact, guys, before we go. It's 2020. I don't fucking know. That was it. Woo!
Okay.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night.
Hey, cars have been around for 100 years now. 100 years, bitch. All right.